Hi everyone, this is a pick a card reading for their thoughts, actions, feelings, intentions in regards to you. So that's what we're going to look into. So his/her thoughts, feelings, actions, intentions, everything that is coming through. So that's what we're going to be looking into. I hope you're doing well. We have these three beautiful piles, so take your little pick as to which one you would like to view the reading for. That's going to be the reading for you. So we have group number 1 with this beautiful green floral pattern with the red roses. And so this one, I believe, is called After Tarot, and it's got this beautiful green crystal. That's group 1. Group 2 here is, oh gosh, wow, the names. Oh, especially when I've got so many decks now, I just can't remember the names. I think this is Tarot Made Easy, if I'm not mistaken. I really hope I got that right. And it's got this beautiful blue crystal. And then group 3 is Romantic Tarot, and it's got this beautiful yellow crystal. So we've got like a green, a blue, and a yellow. And whichever one you're most drawn to, that is going to be the reading for you. Also, just wanted to mention as well that the timestamps are in the description box below, so you can go there, click on it, and view your reading. And also in the description box below is lots and lots of really great info. There is the private paid reading information as well. So if you'd like a reading with me, they're done within 24 to 48 hours, and all the readings, all the information is there, even for the free reading giveaway which I do on my channel. How to enter, it's all on there. And also my Etsy store. Just the response to the Etsy store has been incredible over the last 2 years. A lot of you have seen results with the items that I put on there for sale. And yeah, it's incredible. So there's beaded bracelets, necklaces, there's pom-poms, tassels, and items, embroidered cards which you can put under your pillow, in your wallet, or your purse to manifest different intentions. And a lot of you have seen results of them. Check out the review section, check out the Etsy store if you have some time. The link is in the description box below. It's Moonlight Tarot Store on Etsy. And there's also crystals, divination coins, pendulums, charms, letters, decoration pieces, lots and lots of different items on there, so do check those out as well. And yeah, it's just a pleasure, honestly, that so many of you are, enjoying those items, and that you have a physical item that's actually made by me. That I think that's the really special part as well, is that I've really put a lot of time, energy, effort into a lot of these items. And there's nothing wrong with, manufacturing certain items, of which there are some sourced items on my Etsy store, but I think it's really different when it's like completely handmade as well. So yeah, it's got a mix of different things on there. All right, anyways, less of me talking, more of me reading. So let's push this back a little bit. We're going to start first of all with group 1, but I'm just going to move these to the side. I like doing everything real time. I don't know why, I just find it very therapeutic, moving them to the back, moving them forward. Okay, so that one kind of just blended into the leaves as well. All right. All right, group number 1, let's have a look and see their thoughts, feelings, actions, and intentions towards you, for you, with you. Okay, so you have chosen this green pile. Let's put the crystal just there. Let's do a full spread and see what messages come through and what we're picking up on. So I thought we would do kind of like a separate sort of thing. So 4 cards for their thoughts, 4 cards for their feelings, and then 4 cards for their actions, because I think intentions are different. Intentions are kind of like, oh, I intend to do this, but there's never really a follow through. So instead, if we look at their actions, we'll see what they actually will follow through with, right? So I think that can help a lot more personally, so we'll do that. But then I'm also going to get some eternal messages out, some oracle cards. We'll see where we're going, charms, readings, charms and letters. There we go. Okay, all right. Wow. Empress with the 6 of Cups. I mean, that's pretty special. Look at that. Venus energy. And the 6 of Cups, romantic energy. This is a giving energy. So, thoughts. Okay, their thoughts are that they really see you as someone who is very wise, caring, nurturing, family orientated, and someone who can really provide a lot of security and stability, whether it's in friendships, whether it's in the family, whether it's romantically. They feel like you're a stable person overall. Even with your career, they feel like, even if you're not exactly where you want to be career-wise, they feel like you'll get there. There's no doubt in their mind that you will get there because of that strength and that character that you have within yourself to really portray yourself in that way. They see you as a very stable person. I'm just going to do this as well so you can see your cards a little bit more. Okay, so let's see more of their thoughts towards you, or thoughts about you, should I say. Okay, so we'll take all of these for this. So you've got the Six of Pentacles. So sixes in tarot represent balance and harmony, flow and direction. The sixes in tarot are also, especially these two, are about giving. Really are. The Six of Pentacles, they just feel like you are a good person, especially if you have lent them things, if you've let them borrow things, if you've been giving them ideas, you've been trying to help them, past, present or future. They really are very grateful for that help that they got from you, because I really feel like now they're thinking about things and they're like, wow, I did not get that kind of help from anyone else in my life. So they see you as extremely supportive, which is also why the Empress comes through here as well. This person does have a lot of feelings for you on the side where it's like romantic, it's warm, and it makes them think of the future. Now you've also got here as well, and I am an upright reader, so I thought I'd just mention that. You've got here the Five of Swords with Judgment. Now the Five of Swords here shows their own personal inner conflict, and they are, I hate to say this, but they can come across as a bit selfish and sort of in their own mind, just wanting things as they want it, right? So that can make them lead them to make some decisions that are perhaps not so great, in the sense that they can just really want to do things for themselves. You see in this Judgment card, you've got these sort of skeletons at the bottom. I mean, this card is ruled by Pluto, and Pluto and Scorpio go hand in hand. Both of those energies are about transformation. And, people get scared of the Pluto-Scorpio energies. Think about it as a butterfly, though. If you think about it as a butterfly, it's both just, it's two sides of the spectrum. The caterpillar, which is just isolated, it can feel depressing, feel overwhelming. But then the butterfly, which is about freedom and emotional energy in such a good sense, right? So think about the Pluto-Scorpio energy like a butterfly, and the growth and the transformation of a butterfly. That can really help to kind of understand the Scorpio energy overall as well. Even though it's a water sign, there's something quite special about it too, because a lot of people feel like, oh my god, it's so intense. But actually, it is in a good way, I would say. So again, they really feel like they need to change. They need to change for you, and that is one of the feelings they get. They feel sometimes that they're not good enough for you, and that's what I see here. And sometimes they feel like they're too selfish and they're always doing things for themselves. Also, the change that they require to do in order to be much more on the same page as you requires a lot of compromise. And right now, they're just kind of, in their own little bubbles. So let's see how things pan out here as to what they are going to do. But let's have a look and see. So this is more so their thoughts. I was going to also look into feelings. A lot of feelings came out here, but let's see what more of the feelings are there. I'm going to use a different deck for this though. I'm going to use the Eternal Messages for this. I just feel like doing it this way, so that's what I'm going to do. But a lot of feelings, I think this will really help. So it says, I thought about you spending time with me and my family. Sorry, I can't even read today. I've thought about you spending time with my family and me. Well, same thing, I just said it the other way around. That makes a lot of sense with the Empress card. A lot of sense, right? Because we got this family energy here. So their feelings and their thoughts are kind of in line and in sync, right? Because even though I was looking at their thoughts, their feelings were coming through super strong. So they do think about you a lot. And when it comes to their feelings, we still have them thinking a lot about you. So that just goes to show how much you are on their mind. Okay, and they have that family energy coming through. Then we've got here, I'm going to take action, I'm just planning the approach, right? So that's interesting. That also, we were going to look also into their actions, and it's interesting how the action has also come up in their feelings. So they know that they need to do something. They know that they need to show some kind of effort. They need to do a lot more. There's this energy here of Judgment, which is also about transformation. So that's pretty powerful as well. Whoa, okay, got a lot of cards here. Yeah, okay, here's how I'm going to do things, right? So this came out as this pile. I'm going to take the top card. This came out as a pile. I'm going to take that top card. And then this came out by itself. And I can see all of these, so I'm only going to take the ones I can see. And that is plenty. I got this deck of cards, right, printed on this website. Well, it's pre-made, and they print the cards and then they send them to you. And it's got like this huge scratch on it. Anyone else buy cards from, I think it's playingcards.com? The cards are like really badly scratched, a lot of them. Anyways, that's just an observation. Maybe someone's watching this and they've bought from there. Just let me know. Has that ever happened to you as well? Because all of my cards are like that, and I've barely even used my cards. Don't know if you can see it. Anyways, so I was going to mention this in another video, but I don't want to lose my train of thoughts, but it's okay, I haven't lost my train of thoughts here because I'm only just starting to read this one. So it says here, you influence me in ways no one ever has, right? So again, they feel like sometimes they're like you're way out of their league. Is that the right way of saying it? I feel so. And then you've got here, I've thought about surprising you with a date, which is interesting because you've got the Six of Cups, which is a romantic energy. So their feelings are basically that they need to do things about the whole situation and the connection, and that they need to be much more proactive. They want to spend more time with you. And this one says, I've been expanding my spiritual knowledge. So that again just goes to show as well that they are transforming, like they are changing, but they also feel like they need to do a lot more, and that really scares them as well. So in terms of their feelings towards you, they know they need to do a lot more to be on the same page as you, and that they can't be wishy-washy, because being wishy-washy is just not helping them really. So let's see what their actions are here towards you, what they're actually going to do. Which, I mean, we've got some of the actions right here, right? So let's see. I was going to do a 12 card spread. It ended up being, it's like a 15 card spread, I would say. So I'm going to still get 4 cards, and if 5 come out, okay, it's fine. Totally fine. Totally fine. Ooh, 4 cards. Okay, so we've got here 7 of Cups. Yeah, there's a lot that they're thinking about doing, right? Their mind is like all over the place. They're like, I need to do this, I need to do this, I need to do this, I need to do this. So that's a lot of thinking energy. So one thing I definitely pick up here into, oh, 2 of Cups. It's just like a reunion, but it's also this energy of them like finally doing as much as you require them to do for you. So this is mutual energy where you're putting in a lot of energy, but they are as well. So just know that they are kind of on this, what's the word? They're on this journey of transformation, and they will get there. They absolutely will. I feel like they'll push through and they will get to you in the end, regardless of what your connection holds, whether the two of you are together but there's some problems, or whether things are going swimmingly well, but things are still a little bit bumpy, let's say, or if the two of you are in no contact, whatever your connection is, I feel like in the end they will get to you, and I feel in the end their heart chakra will really open up in a strong way, where all of their other chakras will also support them. I know that sounds a bit strange to say, but sometimes it happens where one chakra can be very powerful and the other ones are a little bit dim, but then they work through their own issues and challenges, and they really do get there, and the universe also pushes them forward as well. Anyways, that was actually the last card that I was supposed to talk about, but the 2 of Cups is there. Now in between you've got here the Strength card with the 5 of Cups. So they're really going through a hard transformation. You see with the Strength card, this is about them living more in love than fear. So their action will be, come on, I need to get this together. I got to do this. I got to do this for myself. I got to do this for the situation. I got to do this for the connection. I got to do, I need to get myself together, because this is the end goal. If I don't push through my insecurities, my vulnerabilities, my wounds, my past traumas, then I will never be happy. And so I really feel like there's a healing that they're going to go through, because they know they need to go through it regardless. This is not someone who's going to just let it float away. They're going to be like, I need to do this. Like, I need to, I need to heal a little bit and sort of get things together a bit, because I kind of got to, because they know that that is the way forward, and that's the way that they will find their happiness, especially with that 5 of Cups as well. They're going to do what is uncomfortable for them, and they will persevere and go through that. 5s in tarot are also about change, so I really do feel like when they think about you, they think about all the things that they could be doing within themselves. And trust me when I say they think about you a lot, I feel. So that's something that I'm also picking up on very, very, very strongly too. So that's what we've got there. Let's get an oracle card. Let's see what we have here. Okay, there it is. And it is give your relationship a chance, work on your partnership. That's literally what's happening, right? So that's on their side of things, is that they do want to work on this, and they will work on it, I feel, and they will be much more proactive and progressive towards you, as we are seeing. So that makes a lot of sense. Everything has synchronized very nicely in this reading, as I expect it to. I have expectations too, you know, that all the cards make sense with one another, and they do, because I also read it with the spirit guides as well. So, oh, by the way, I mentioned heart chakra, and you've also chosen this beautiful green crystal. So, you know, even meditating on your heart chakra can really help as well to open up the energies of love to flow. It's interesting, you also had Venus energies as well. And the other thing as well is that you've also got a little bit of purple here as well. So you kind of got those crown chakra, third eye energies as well. So again, by putting more energy into yourself, it can also be better as well, because the more energy you give to, you know, the other person, the more it can slow down things. Whereas when you do things for yourself, it can actually speed and boost things as well. Sorry, I just hit the table. Okay, so let's have a look at the letters. So this can spell out initials, it can spell out words in regards to this reading as well. I was going to put these in a bag. I just feel like, you know, it's a lot better in a bag. Okay, I'll do that another time. Oh, actually, I do have it here. I just feel like they belong in a bag today. I don't know why. Okay, this is like one I got off, I got a deck from Etsy, and it just came with this really pretty bag with this eye on it. And the deck was called Reconciliation Edition deck. It was something like that. But I just feel like this holds the letters a lot better. I can like shake them up a lot more. Okay, so let's go. Okay, so we've got an L, and a V, and a Z, and an R, and an M, and a U. Okay, there's not many there, but sometimes also with the charms, letters do come out. So let me grab some charms. Okay, no more extra letters. So for the charms, they're just not staying today. They are not staying. They're like, nope. We've got here, we're all mad here. So there's this sort of like really big grin. There's this happy energy that I feel like they feel when they're around you. Again, you feel like family to them, especially with that heart as well right there in the home. We kept getting these energies, especially with the Empress, and then right on top of it, we've got this, you know, I thought about spending time with my about you spending, oh my god, I can't even read this card today. This has happened twice now. I've thought about you spending time with my family and me. So I really feel here that they feel like you just fit really, really well into their life. Even though they have got some issues going on, they feel like you fit very, very well. And that's something that I do feel like they would struggle to find elsewhere. You've also got relax as well. So they do feel like you're a very relaxing person. You're not very overbearing. You're not extremely judgmental. You're not very possessive. In that sense, you always give them freedom to be themselves and to do the best they can for themselves. You've got here like this wheel as well. So again, they feel like, you know, things just naturally progress, but they also feel like they need to go through that progression and change. Oh, look, you've got a butterfly. Got really excited about that. A butterfly, again, about transformation and change and growth. So you really push them to be a better person, and that's something that they're for sure recognizing and realizing that, hey, you know what? If I want to be with this person, I need to really get myself together and be the better person here. Then you've also got another stone, which is or crystal, and it says hope on it as well. So I really feel like you might be holding on to a lot of hope as well in this situation. I would say let things naturally progress and let things naturally come together, because the flower here is about transformation, growth, change. It's a real strong energy here of just like letting things naturally flow and letting things naturally come together, which can really help things overall as well. So I really feel here that it's about sort of, you know, you wouldn't like shout at a flower and say, hey, grow faster, flower. You know, you just let it happen at its natural pace, and there are little things you can do, like, you know, water the flower, give it some sunlight, you know, to allow it to grow properly. But essentially you can't speed up that entire process. You have to let it unfold, because the flower's kind of got to grow on its own and learn its own course. Like, you can't make the flower grow for itself, you know. So that's essentially what we are seeing right there. So yes, that is what I'm seeing for you, group number 1. Now, if this reading resonates with you, let me know in the comment section below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Click on that little bell notification as well so that you're notified on YouTube whenever I post new videos. And also, the other thing as well is that all the information for private paid readings, free reading giveaway, my intention items which are on Etsy, which also on my Etsy store there are the charms and the letters as well. But there's also so many beautiful divination items that you can use to manifest your intentions. All of the links are in the description box below, so do check those out if you're interested. Alright, take care everyone. I hope that you stay safe as well. And now we are going to go to group number 2. So let me take these away. I'm going to do a little clear up. I like doing it on camera. It's just very therapeutic. La 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 la. Oops. Okay. Put that right there. I was like, what am I doing now? Oh yes, the deck. There we go. Okay. Group number 2, this is your reading. Hello, hello, hello. You have chosen this reading with the blue crystal. Ta-da! Lapis lazuli. So we're going to put it right there. We have your deck here, and this is going to be for their thoughts, feelings, actions, and intentions towards you. And we're going to see what is coming through. So I thought the way I would do this is, first of all, we'll look into their thoughts in regards to you, then we'll look into their feelings using the Eternal Messages deck, and then we will look into their actions towards you, because we will still see what the intentions are, and those will come through regardless in the reading. But I think also just mainly getting cards out for their actual actions will really help, because then you'll see what they actually will do, because intentions are things that we intend to do. Sometimes we don't quite follow through with those things, whereas actions are actually things that do end up happening, right? So let's do this and have a look. Alright, so first of all, we're looking into their thoughts. 2 of Cups. Okay, there's a card underneath it as well, and that is the 2 of Wands. All right, okay. Well, the first message, I was going to keep shuffling, but this message is so obvious here. So the 2 of Cups really is about them feeling very much so like no matter where they go, no matter where they turn, no matter who they interact with, it's just not the same as you. So the 2 of Cups is definitely about them looking out into the world, you know, considering their options and being like, nope, there's just nobody better, and that is the 2 of Cups, right? With the 2 of Wands, it's that sense of like wanting to balance and wanting to, you know, understand that which they are now understanding. So their thoughts are that no matter where they go, they just can't quite find somebody like you, and that is really sticking in their mind very heavily. It's a thought that they just can't escape. Let's see what else is going on here. So you've got the 6 of Pentacles here with the 10 of Swords. I think that's really quite fascinating, because the 6 of Pentacles is about them knowing that they need to be a lot more mutual and a lot more respectful and a lot more open towards you than they are or have been in the past. Especially with the 6 of Pentacles, they know that they need to give, they need to do, they need to put in more effort, and that's one of the biggest thoughts that's going around in their mind is, I need to do a little bit more. I need to be more proactive. I need to showcase this energy in a much stronger way. I need to be way more productive than I have been, and that is really quite a powerful message. It's very strong, it's very potent, it is on the cards, and that is pretty much what we're seeing, right? So even with the 6 of Pentacles, it just goes to show that even though they have these strong thoughts in regards to you, thinking that they can't replace you, they can't do any better than this, they for sure have a lot of inner work to do as well. Now the 10 of Swords also shows that some of them might be really trying very hard to push through their problems from the past, but it's keeping them stuck. So for those of you that are in a really tough sort of situation with this person and you just feel like, why can't they commit, or why won't they propose, or why are they not asking me to move in with them, or why are they not wanting to date me, it's because they have some problems from the past that are stopping them from moving forward. And that's what I see here as well, is that they know that they can't find anyone better, but it's not other people that they are thinking about, it's more so the problems from the past that they are dealing with. So what I mean by that is perhaps this person, because the thing is, this is a general reading and there's a lot of you watching who will have different scenarios, right? And for private readings, obviously we get right into the scenario and I can tell you what I'm literally seeing. However, with this, of course, there's many of you out there. So, you know, for example, they could have had a past like relationship which just went really, really badly. It was very tragic for them, very, very difficult to endure. They could have had a very, very difficult childhood in which they felt unseen, unheard, invisible. They could have really dealt badly with a lot of bad luck, just in many, many aspects of their life, and it just made them feel very bitter or very, you know, not so great. And so they just, you know, feel like always protecting themselves. They're very, very scared of rejection or failure, things like that, you know, abandonment as well. They could be really, really fearful of that. So they just like to keep to themselves and they just find it very hard to push through. So again, this is not to do with, especially for those of you that are in a very tough situation or a difficult situation or it's hot and cold, it's not your fault necessarily. It's more so that they are essentially the ones causing a lot of this with their thoughts and also the past as well. Like they do need to heal, I feel, and they know that you're very, very special. It's just that they got to push through with that really intense energy that they feel. Okay, so let's go to their feelings. Okay, let's go to their feelings. That sounds a bit strange. Okay, let's have a look. So this is the Eternal Messages deck. I'm aiming to do a 12 card spread. Just thought I'd let you know that. Okay, there we go. Right, so, see, it connects really, really well. We'll get onto that in just a second. Let's go to these cards here first. I want commitment with you, just not yet. Isn't that literally what I just said? Is that not literally just what I said as one of the scenarios? There you go, it connects, right? A lot of these synchronicities happen on my channel, so if you are new, this is, you know, this is what happens, but it just, again, it goes to show that, especially if they're finding it very, very hard to commit or take things to the next level, it's not your fault, okay? It is not your fault. It's just the timing of things where they need a bit more time. They need to do some healing. They need to get themselves together, okay? This one here says, some people don't want to see us together, but I don't care, which is interesting because this also could be their perception. There we go. I was going to say perspective and perception, but they were both trying to come out at the same time. So this is really their perception of things in that sense. Like there could be some people around that are sort of telling them like, hey, you know, maybe you should take more time to focus on yourself rather than jumping into something. Maybe you should take more time for yourself instead of, you know, putting like 100% into this connection. Maybe take a bit more time for yourself. Maybe you need that space and time. So they're kind of, their perspective of that is, oh no, I need to hold off on this, right? Whereas what other people I feel are telling them is you need to focus more on yourself to heal yourself right now, not them saying that you shouldn't be with this person, but they're taking it as maybe we shouldn't be together. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? I hope you know what I mean. So then there's that. And then this one here says, I don't want you to be with anyone else, which totally makes a lot of sense because they also look out into the world and they know that they can't do better than this in many ways, but they also then, you know, feel like, oh my God, you know, I do need to do something, but it keeps them stuck in many ways, and they also don't feel like you're going to go anytime soon. The Two of Cups as well is really quite spectacular and very, very sincere in the sense where they really can't and they wouldn't be able to bear you being with someone else. They wouldn't, oh God, I can't even speak today. They can't bear to see you with someone else. That's what I'm trying to say. And then we see this card. I do think about the future, and when I do, I think about you in it. There we go. Pretty much what I mentioned as well. I feel like I'm just going around in circles talking about the same thing over and over again. But yeah, it just connects. That's the thing, right? So yeah, when they look out into the world and they think about their future, they really can't picture anyone else being by their side except for you. So that's what we have there. Now let's have a look into their actions. Okay, actions, and action. Okay, let's get started. All right, let's keep going. Five of Pentacles. Strength. There was this one that came out as well. Two of Pentacles and Magician. Okay, so Strength card is this really strong Leo energy. Okay, so their action is to get stronger, to work through their fears, to work through the things of the past, to heal. That is the Strength card. This is also very, very strong solar plexus energy. And that just goes to show that the sun's energy is helping them to grow. It is helping them to go through the challenges and the troubles. And if you look there as well, you've got the angel, which really matches the lion right here, right? You've got that really significant energy. I feel like the divine is working on this connection to try and help them, to allow things to come together. So that's really interesting that we have that match there as well. And again, you have got this really, really strong, very, very powerful energy of that sense of them working through their fears. The Five of Pentacles is about them very much so in terms of their action. You know, yes, right now, maybe abandoning you and sort of not doing what they need to be doing, but that Five of Pentacles shows them feeling very, very lonely when they are not with you, and feeling frustrated and just not like themselves when they're not around you. So this really tempts them to make a change, because fives in tarot are about change, to work through their fears and to work through their challenges to then be able to be much more in harmony with you. Now, these three cards are pretty spectacular because you've got here the infinity symbol in the Strength card. You have the infinity symbol in the Two of Pentacles, and with the Magician, you've got the infinity symbol right there as well. So you've got three infinity symbols. Wow, pretty spectacular, right? Are these the only three, I think, in the whole deck that have infinity symbols? This just shows that there will be continuation of this connection. I don't think that things are quite over yet. The Two of Pentacles here shows them sort of trying to get themselves together and sort of rationalize, basically trying to figure out you know, what they want to do here. So the action here is them trying to get themselves together and really healing right through their issues and their challenges, and then trying to be much more equal towards you as well, and much more communicative with you. That's an action that I really see here, is much more communication, because you've got Mercury energy, which is of course a planet of communication. And speaking of communication, the crystal that you chose for this reading is the blue crystal, which is lapis lazuli. And you know, blue is the color of the throat chakra, and when we think of the throat chakra, again, that is about communication, right? And so that's again really, really interesting. I feel like they're going to communicate with you and really kind of get that all across to you. And there's again a sense of peace, you know, because when I think of blue, I also think of peace. I think of the sky and the sea, and there's, you know, sense of healing, because blue is also a color of healing, you know, so there's a lot of that coming through. And also when I look at your tarot cards, there's a lot of blue in your cards as well. So wow, okay, right, we are really connected very well. So that's the natural progression of things that I see happening in their actions towards you as well. But a lot of their actions towards you are also based on what they do within themselves, so you know, obviously I had to sort of point that out as well. I just like hit my elbow, ow. Okay, right, so let's get this oracle card. Oh wow, sorry, there's a hair on my table. So it's the same oracle card that actually came out for group number 1. So this one here says, which is the same one, but you know, it's for this reading. So it says, give your relationship a chance, work on your partnership. So that's really what I see them trying to do in this particular connection, is that they are trying to work on the partnership, right? They're trying to do as much as they can. They're thinking about things. Their actions also reflect on them working towards that. And I think that's also a message for you in many ways as well. Again, you've got these angel wings here as well. The divine, I think, is really supporting this connection in many ways too. So I think that's actually very special. When we think about things, it just kind of goes to show that, you know, they do see you as a very special person, and they do see you as someone that they could really be with, that they could really progress with, that they could really make things happen with. And I think that that in itself is a very, very special thing, because it literally just goes to show you that they do care about you, they do see something very strong with you, and that they do want to make things work somehow and in some way with you as well. So I think that that's really, really powerful and very, very strong. So yeah, they will communicate a lot more of that towards you as well, especially to take that next step as well. And the next step for them really also is healing, right? I think that that's one of the most powerful things that they can actually do within themselves as well, and towards the connection, to try and make things progress in the best way, shape or form, towards you and with you as well. So that's what we have there. Now we're going to also do the charms as well. Okay, so okay, so these are letters. So this can spell out initials, it can spell out words, and then we'll go into the charms. Oh. Okay, there we go. Okay, so we've got a J, B, F, K. Why do I see JFK? I'm not sure, okay, but I do. I see it there. We've got a G, and an L, and an S, and a H, and an M. No vowels? Oh, there we go. Thank you. Now we can, really spell out a few more words. But bear in mind, this can also be initials as well, so keep that in mind. We've got MED as well. We've got LED, LED. Okay, well, that's kind of what I'm seeing today. I've got 2 G's as well. So those are your letters. Okay, and then we go to your charms. So let me just reach over and grab these charms. Oh my gosh, we've got so many. Okay, no worries. Let's take this one as well. It kind of just fell out, and it says, love you, love you, love you, love you, love you. That's what this one here says. Okay, interesting. We've got also this cloud, which is silver. I always think of this as like silver lining. Every cloud has its silver lining. So I feel like, even though things are perhaps really gloomy, I feel like things will brighten up a lot more. We also have here the crown as well, which is about victory and strength, and yeah, a real sense of victory there. We also have here the I as well, so we've got another letter. Ooh, we've got another E as well. And we've got this heart. So they definitely know how special you are, okay? They know that your heart is very, very special. It's very, very unique. They're just not going to find a heart like this. That's something that really goes through their mind. You've got here this pink as well, which really shows them embracing their feminine energy. Remember, whether you're male or female, or whether they are male or female, it really is about them sort of not being scared to be vulnerable. A lot of people think that, that's just not strength, but actually that is a huge part of the strength, is to be vulnerable. And a lot of people also feel like, oh no, that's too feminine, which I think is really interesting, because whether you're male or female, it doesn't really matter, right? Being vulnerable and showcasing your emotions is not a bad thing. Can be healthy. Some people just don't do a lot of it, and some people do more of it, but it's really about that balance. Everything in moderation is important. And again, you've got the 2 of Pentacles here, where again, that's about balance, moderation, and this particular person here is wearing pink as well. So I think that's really interesting. Could be something about wearing pink as well that's coming through, but yeah, so it's a colour that's happening. It's a colour that's popping. Then we've got here as well I believe this is a deer. I could be really, really wrong about that. When I think about that, I just think, oh dear, like the pun, oh dear, but something about the deer. We've also got the key here, so again, there's something about commitment, really, that is, perhaps slowing things down. Things are a little bit challenging. Now we've got some interesting sports energies. So we've got here these 2 rackets, and we've also got here, there we go. So you've got here like rugby or American football, and you've also got this like tennis, badminton, squash kind of energy going on here. Even though badminton rackets don't look like this, do they? Anyways, oh, sorry, I just like hit my hand on the screen. So team player, okay, this is an energy here of team player. Like they know they need to be a team player and not just be kind of all about themselves. So that's what I see here, right? Because think about relationships as literally like playing tennis. I mean, you can play it by yourself, I guess, against a wall. I guess that's like squash, isn't it? But technically, for it to be effective, we kind of need a partner, it would be much, much better. So that's what they're starting to realise, is actually life is better with you in it. We got here faith as well, so living in, not living in fear and actually living in love and having that faith, and them sort of being more intertwined in their faith. Now, for some of you, they really are sticking to their beliefs. So we've got a cross here as well. So regardless of religion, it's more so also about them, especially if they do believe in a specific religion. This, because some of you may not. I'm, fully aware of that. So what I'm trying to say with this is, whether you do or you do not, this is about them really having something that they have a lot of faith in. So it could be some of them are reconnecting with their sort of religion. They're reconnecting with sort of reading religious books, or just really having faith again. That's what I would say. So that's what I see here, reconnecting with their faith and their beliefs, and not being like, oh, the world is out to get me, and really just having faith that things will be okay. Then you've got here as well, beautiful. So they do believe that you're very, very beautiful. And then we've got here the cat as well. They really like your personality. You've got here, this is like a bottle opener, which I think is really interesting. This is about sort of playfulness as well, and again, personality. You've got here a horse. Oh, how adorable is that? So you've got a horse here as well. I forgot what the horse spirit animal message is. I believe it's a good message though, but I forgot what it was, which is such a typical thing. This horse actually could, represent different things for you, but I really do feel that, again, it's a part of like being playful and being honest and being loyal. That's the kind of energy that comes through. You've also got a teddy bear here as well. Now that could really resonate with some of you. You've got a shell as well, which is really coming out of their shell, I feel. The feather here is about protection, as we've seen many times with the sort of angel wings. And then you've got this really ornate snowflake, which I think is interesting, because this is about them feeling, cold and feeling left out without you. You see the snow here falling in the Five of Pentacles, but it's also about it eventually melting, and things getting warmer, because you've got the solar energy of the sun, and the sun melts the snow. So that's what I see there. Interesting, right? Okay, well, that's what we've got there for your reading, group number 2. If this resonates with you, let me know in the comment section below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Check out the description box below for information on private paid readings, free reading giveaway, and of course intention items, which are on Etsy as well. Charms and letters are also available on my Etsy store as well. There's also just a bunch of different items on my Etsy store, so do check out the description box below. It has the link. But do also subscribe if you haven't already, and click on that little bell notification if you would like to, because that will notify you every time I post a new video as well. Yes, and I would love to know how this reading resonates as well with you. Alright, so take care everyone, and we're going to go now to group number 3. Wow, really surprised at how many charms came out in this reading. Quite a lot. Sometimes like barely any come out, sometimes a lot come out, but wow, okay, cool. So let's take these away. Take these away. Put that in there. Oh, put it more like that. Take this. Take this. Take this. And put them here. Okay. The yellow deck. It just is like sunshine. Sunshine and roses. I need to use this deck a lot more. It goes like that. Okay. Hi, group number 3. This is your reading with me for their thoughts, feelings, and actions towards you. So we are going to have a look into that and see what is coming through. You have chosen this beautiful yellow deck. It just reminds me of sunshine and roses and flowers just glistening in the sun. Oh, it's so beautiful. So beautiful. So let's put the crystal right here, this beautiful citrine crystal, which is beautiful and yellow. It's so pretty. And then also, as well, we are going to be looking into their thoughts, feelings, and action. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 4 cards. Well, I'm going to aim for a 12 card spread. So I'm going to aim for 4 cards for their thoughts. Then we're going to use the Eternal Messages deck for their feelings. And then we're going to look into their actions. Now, in amongst that, intentions may also come through as well. But I want to look more so at actions, because intentions are things that we sort of, we intend to do, and sometimes we don't really follow through with them. So I really want to know what they will do, right? So things that they will actually follow through with and do with action. So I was really intrigued. I'm so intrigued about, what actions they'll put forward. Okay, so let's begin and let's see what their thoughts are towards you. This, by the way, is called the Romantic Tarot, for those of you that are wondering. Wow. Okay, so you've got the Knight of Wands. You've got the Three of Swords. You've got the Wheel of Fortune, I believe. Yep. Look at that. And you've got the Six of Pentacles. There's actually a bunch of cards that have come out, but I'm only going to take that top one. And I've already seen it. So it is the Six of Pentacles. Wow. Okay, so it's interesting. Their thoughts here, I mean, they're not doing so well with the Three of Swords. I mean, this is about really feeling frustrated, sad, heartbroken, some kind of grief as well that's really getting to them. The Knight of Wands here shows that they have a very eager energy to somehow comfort you or come towards you and, be more comforting towards you. So something may have happened between the two of you that I pick up on, which may not have been such a favourable thing, right? It's not something you'd really wish for that happened. And, that Three of Swords shows that it's really biting them, like a lot, so if they've been really hot and cold towards you, or they left you, or they ghosted you, or blocked you, and, just acted like nothing was wrong, or decided, to do something else and to maybe even choose, for some of you, someone else. I mean, it's really biting them very, very hard. It's challenging them to a degree that I am just really shocked by, actually, because it just goes to show that what goes around comes around. And I feel that very much so here with the Wheel of Fortune as well, is that I think they thought that it was just all going to be okay and it would be fine and they could deal with it. But actually they really suffered, and they are currently, they really are suffering more and more and more as time goes by, which is so obvious with this Three of Swords card. And that Knight of Wands is just triggering them more and more so. The more pain they feel, the more they want to come towards you, make things right with you, be more progressive towards you, and just make things, correct, basically. I think that's karma also really pushing their hand down to make things work between the two of you, interestingly enough. So the Wheel of Fortune shows this energy of things coming back around, right? And also the Wheel of Fortune is this energy of them wanting to comfort you. So they have a lot of thoughts in their mind. It's almost like they're not going to get peace until they comfort you. That's the kind of vibe, a feeling that I'm getting here, which I think is so interesting. I don't think I've ever really mentioned that in a reading before, because it's not something that's fully come through here, but it's something that is coming through. So here we are, right? And even with the Six of Pentacles, it's an energy of giving back. It's an energy of doing more and giving. And that's really something that is striking them in their mind is, wait a second, I need to do more. I need to be more productive, more proactive. I need to do more. And that's really what's coming through here is, I need to do more. I should do more. Why don't I do more? It's that kind of vibe that is just flowing and flowing and flowing and flowing. I need to definitely give back to this person, aka you. So that's their thoughts towards you, which I think are very powerful. I mean, that Three of Swords is really triggering them. It could be that, a friend betrayed them, a family member betrayed them, someone in their family maybe has passed away. The reason I'm giving you so many scenarios as to what could have happened is because this is a general reading, and of course all of you are kind of on different paths. You're all living, of course, maybe similar but different lives, right? Because some of you may have synchronicities that are happening from one viewer to another, but I do feel here that it's going to be, it's going to be different. And of course, this is not a private reading. This is more a general reading, so it can sort of generally kind of resonate with many of you, but obviously it'll be for different reasons. So, it could be that, someone maybe passed away and they suddenly realize the value of having people close to you that are there for you, and things like that. So there's definitely something that they have really dealt with that was quite shocking, and that's led them to really think more about you. Typical, right, that it happens that way. Okay, feelings. So we've got here, I have a lot of gratitude for you. Doesn't that make so much sense? It makes a lot of sense. They have a lot of gratitude for you because of how much energy and how much time and how much effort I feel like you put in. I feel like you're a very supportive person, and they definitely feel bad for how they acted towards you, and they're feeling very grateful because something has definitely happened here which has made them recognize and realize just how lucky they have been to have you around. And also the Wheel of Fortune shows that as well. Wheel of Fortune is a lucky energy. It's about feeling lucky, getting lucky. So, you know, and also it's Jupiter energy as well, and Jupiter energy is all about like wealth. And wealth is not just like money. Like, you know, I want to point that out. Wealth is not just money. Sometimes wealth is recognizing that, wow, you know, I have this incredible friend who's always there for me, and I'm fully aware that not everybody would have that. Or wealth is, wow, you know what? I have a roof over my head and I feel so good. Or I get to eat this yummy food, and, you know, I get to do that, or I get to have peaceful sleep. You know, things like that. Like, wealth is so many different aspects, because if you think it's just about money, then I mean, it's definitely not. Because if you ask a billionaire what wealth is, a lot of them will probably say it's peace, it's security, it's, you know, happiness. Because yes, money is important, I do want to mention that, but you know, you need a certain amount, of course, you know, to feel stable and to live a good life. But when you sort of take that out of the equation as well, there is so much more to life too, right? So it's all about moderation, to be honest. Anyways, they have gratitude for you. They feel very lucky as well. So when you think of Jupiter energy, because it is, you know, to do with sort of wealth and success and things, also think about like all of the other things that also come with it. So a lot of people just think that Jupiter is all about money, but Jupiter is also about success in other ways as well. It can also be success in terms of just, you know, coming across the right people and things like that. Okay, so we've got here telepathically communicate with me. So they're hoping that you will telepathically communicate with them, especially for those of you in no contact or you are long distance, things like that. They're really hoping that you will telepathically communicate with them and that things will just kind of like come together, which is interesting because, you know, they do need to put in some work. Then we've also got here the card which says I love you, which I think is interesting because it just goes to show like how much they do love you and how much they do feel bad for how things have gone in the past, which I think is very interesting indeed. It's like now they realise, you know, now I realise, okay, I should have, you know, been a bit more productive. I'm really sensitive deep down. I just put up a front. So if you see them on social media, or if you, I guess if you're blocked, you probably wouldn't be able to see that. But I mean, if you did find out in any way, shape or form, like whatever they're up to, they might just be posting things, like, you know, doing things, pretending like they're really, really strong and everything's totally fine. But deep down, they're definitely not fine. They're definitely dealing with a lot. So, you know, on the surface, they might look like, oh, wow, you know, Knight of Wands, you know, doing this, doing that. You know, they've got themselves together. They look attractive or grooming themselves. But actually deep down, they're like the Three of Swords. So keep that in mind, okay? Don't believe everything that you see on social media or everything that they are telling you about how great their life is, because really they're struggling. They are struggling and they do really have very strong feelings towards you. It's something that is very powerful and something that we are picking up on significantly, like significant, very significantly. Okay, so yes, they do love you though. I think that's really interesting here, is that their feelings towards you are that they really, really do love you. They really do care about how much you have done for them. It's something that's there with the gratitude card as well. So that's something to keep in mind. And also there's a spiritual connection here, whether the two of you are twin flames or soulmates. There's definitely there's a cord. Alright, so now we go to actions, okay? I'm trying to do this on camera. I have to stretch a bit for the camera, but it's okay, I'll do it. So long as, you know, if you want to see your cards, then I guess that helps. Okay, ooh, extra cards. Okay, so, well, one extra card. Let's start at the bottom here. So first of all, we had the Page of Wands. Page of Wands, look at that. Person with flowers here. So I feel one of their actions here is to maybe give you a gift, try and win you over in some way, shape or form, send you a gift, be more romantic, more flirtatious with you, messaging, communication. That's an action that I see happening. Then you've got here the Knight of Pentacles. Ooh, Ooh, see, they're coming towards you. So that action really is here to come towards you and to be more proactive and productive towards you. Now, they can take a bit of time to do this, okay, because Knight of Pentacles is not so fast. However, it's definitely an intention that they have, which I feel they'll follow through with the action of doing so. It's just going to be different time-wise for many of you. But I definitely feel here that they will do so. It's just that, you know, sometimes the Knights, I mean, some of them really follow through with what they're trying to do, and sometimes, especially with the Knight of Pentacles might be like, oh, my horse needed some water, so it took a bit more time. You know, my horse needed to get something to eat, so it took a bit more time. Oh, we got lost, so it took more time, you know. So Knight of Pentacles can be quite slow. It's something to keep in mind. See, the horse is drinking water here, not exactly on the journey, right? Whereas the Knight of Wands is really on the journey and is really rushing forward towards it. The Knight of Pentacles is just like, okay, come on, horsey, you can take your time eating. We're not in a rush anymore. So yeah, just, you know, it could take some time. Six of Swords here as well. Okay, so Six of Swords is really interesting. Six of Swords is about emotional healing, which I think is quite significant. I mean, you have got Three of Swords there, and it's pretty painful for them. So this is them trying to emotionally take themselves to a better place. And again, that energy, right? The emotional healing from them comes from them comforting you, which I think is really fascinating here, because it's like they feel that comfort when they're with you. And that's what I see, is that it's almost like you have that healing energy towards them. Now, obviously, they do need to heal themselves. You can't just like heal someone, let's be honest. But sometimes it just makes things better, right? When you spend time with a certain person, it just uplifts you. It makes you feel good. It makes you feel like, yeah, I can do this, I can do that. So that's the kind of vibe I get, where you help to bring them that healing energy, and then they do it themselves. Then you've got here the King of Wands. Ooh, interesting. Look at that, right? So the Knight of Wands is them really thinking like, I need to go forward, I need to, you know, move forward towards you. And then the King of Wands is them following through with that. So the King of Wands here literally does showcase the fact that they will take action. They will take the leadership role of coming towards you, being more proactive, winning you over, and really just trying to do as much as they can towards you, which I think is really interesting. You've got 3 court cards here. Oh, 4 court cards actually. So you've got 1, 2, 3, and 4 court cards. Now the court cards are the pages, the kings, the queens, the knights of the deck, and they are the pursuing energies, right? So it goes to show that the action is that they will pursue you here. You've also got the Page of Swords as well. So Page of Swords is really, again, about communicating things. It's about getting things across to you, saying, you know what, I feel this, how do you feel? And really trying to set the record straight and trying to progress more with you. So I feel like they're going to come towards you for sure. Like, it's literally on the cards there. And you also have this yellow crystal here as well. Now this is, to be honest, you know, your deck as well in general is yellow. And yellow is the colour of the sun, right? The sun's energy, so solar energy, but also the solar plexus chakra, which is also known to be connected to the sun's energies. So meditating on your solar plexus chakra can help you a lot. And also just the colour yellow can really help to brighten up your day. It can really make you feel better, I feel, as well. So meditating on your solar plexus chakra can help a lot. But I do feel as well that you know, sort of like spring, summertime is really when I feel this person is going to be so much more open towards you. So whenever that is, wherever you live, okay, because some countries and places, spring is just about to start or like come together, you know, in a few weeks' time, I think. Don't quote me on that. I'm not exactly the best at kind of knowing the dates for sort of spring and summer and things like that. I kind of know, but also, you know, some of you might be living in other regions where it's sort of switching. So just keep that in mind, is that they tend to thrive a lot more when it's sunny and the weather is really nice. I see that here as well, especially with the Wheel of Fortune, but we also see that with the Knight energies as well. They're much more proactive with these wand energies, these wand court cards. So that's something we see there as well. Now, let's go to the Oracle card, and then we'll get onto the charms and letters. So your card here is forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moment. So especially if this person's done you wrong, I think it's really important to heal right now and to take care of yourself, because whatever the future is, that's the future, right? There can be a rebirth where, you know, the future looks even better with this person. However, it's really important to heal from the past, because you can't really go back, you can't really change that. And I think that healing obviously will make you feel better. It's not going to help you, it's going to help you not hold on to a grudge or feel even worse. Healing allows you to move forward. It can also allow this connection to come together in a much smoother way. Same goes for them as well, is that they really need to heal from their past. They need to heal from whatever has really, really hurt them, whatever's caused them so much grief, is that they really, really need to heal from that so that they can experience a lot more of this love, which they obviously want, in their present moments. And that's something I see here happening, but it could be something that's sort of happening on your side as well. So yeah, that's, something I really see is that they really need to do that. So that's what we've got there. Okay, so let's go with the letters. This could be initials. It can also spell out words. So we've got here an R, a Y, a J, C, G, A, and an E. Ray. I see ray. R-A-Y, like a ray of sunshine. I keep thinking of the sun today with this reading. Just this reading, okay? Like the sun is powerful in your reading. Something about the sun is definitely making itself well known. So that's what we've got there. Okay, I know it's not many letters, unfortunately, for this one, but there could be some really interesting letters there. And let's go with the charms. It's interesting. We got a colander, right? That's interesting. Got this sort of cooking energy, or some, especially with them, I feel as well. It's whatever they feel like they're doing is just not enough. It's not being retained. Because obviously this has holes in it. So whatever emotional energy or water, say for example, goes into the bowl, it just comes back out again. So I do feel here they're feeling very drained, and that's something that's coming through. But it could be to do with cooking, it could resonate in some other way. We have the key here as well, which really goes to show as well that they do want to come towards you, and they really want to, they want to be more open with you, and they also feel like the way to heal themselves is to basically comfort you, because that's just what I'm seeing. I know it's bizarre to see that, but, I am seeing that in the flower here as well. They definitely feel like they need to take more care of themselves. You've also got the water energy here with this Pisces energy. So water, flower, nourishment, right? It's about nourishing, it's about personal growth, it's about personal development, it's about retaining some more of that water, it's about not feeling drained. So they know they need to look after themselves, they need to take care of themselves. And I also feel here is that they need to go with the flow, right? And kind of just experience things as they are without sort of burying their head in the sand or covering everything with a rug, because you can't really do that. That's something we see there as well. You've also got here a T and a Z and a Y as well. So you've got some extra letters. So I really feel like they want to work on themselves and sort of get themselves together in that sense. And then you've got this huge tag which says, always remember, you are braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, smarter than you think, and loved more than you know. So you might be feeling like, I'm not really sure how this person really feels towards me. Well, there you go. There's a big, big message there. They really do feel like you're a very special person. They just have their own issues, obviously, that they're dealing with, but they just want you to know that, yeah, you are braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, smarter than you think, and loved more than you know. So I think that's a really important message we have there as well. So that is what we have. So group number 3, if this resonates with you, let me know in the comment section below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Check out the description box below for information on private paid readings, free reading giveaway, and of course my intention items, which are on my Etsy store. There's also charms and letters on there as well, and divination items as well that so many people have seen results with. So do check out my Etsy store. And yeah, don't forget to subscribe. Click on that little notification button as well, which is the bell icon, and you'll be notified when I post my videos. You'll be notified on YouTube. So yes, that is what we have there. Take care, everyone. Stay safe. And this is your reading. All right, take care. Bye, everyone. Do, 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 do.